it's Nadej Bailey. Be sure to tune in to TPN Live with my Auntie Renee and my Uncle Bobby Peoples.
Hey there, I'm Leonardo Washington, star of Casting the Net.
And I'm Andrew P. Jones, the creator and director of Casting the Net.
And you're watching TPN Live
with the awesome Bobby and Renee.
Hey, I'm Courtney. I'm an actress, director, enough about me. You're watching TPN Live with my friends, Bobby and Renee.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jamari, aka Mari. Look, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe on these videos, and make sure you share it with a friend. You are now tuned in with Bobby and Renee live. I hope you guys enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody?
Hey,
what's going on? Y'all know what today is. It is Tuesday.
And right. That is TPN Live Day with
Bobby and
Renee.
That's right. We're your host of tonight's show, and we got a great guest tonight. Her name is Jene Adams. Did I say it right?
You good?
Did
yeah, it was close enough. Yeah, Jene. She will pronounce it the exact way that she wanted to pronounce it. I believe we're pronouncing it correctly.
Okay, I'm about to say that's what I'm saying.
Jene. You did good. Okay. Normally, y'all know that normally he mess up some names.
No,
okay?
I don't.
Listen, that's why he give everybody a nickname.
All right, we'll call it EJ for short because I don't want to. But she's an author and she has 3 books out there right now on the market. Yes. We're going to talk to you about that. And plus she has an awesome foundation. And the reason why behind this foundation is very not amusing, but very interesting. It's interesting. How it came about, and she's going to go into depth about that as well.
And it's powerful.
And it's very, very powerful, very powerful. And matter of fact, she's one of our homegirls from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all know Renee now. We from Atlanta. We just got here to Vegas, but we still got family ties in Atlanta. And
you know what? She actually was on the show. You remember a couple years ago when she talked about her foundation and when it started and, about everything that's that happened.
Right.
Her niece. So y'all stay tuned. We're about to bring her on the show so that we can get right into the meat and potatoes of everything. Mm-hmm. But first, before we do that, we're going to go to
We're going to one of our sponsors, and actually 2 of our sponsors. We're going to show 2 of our sponsors commercial. When we come back, we will be live with EJ.
Less Hands for You presents Angry Tears.
Eventually becoming a ward to the state, Erlina's journey through childhood became agonizing, dealing with her internal pain of neglect and abandonment, molestation, rape, domestic violence, and suicidal thoughts
made Erlina continually ask herself the same question. Why isn't God wiping away her angry tears?
It would not be until much later when Erlina walked into a church on her birthday that she would realize God had been with her all along.
A high concentration of fatty acids and vitamins makes Renee's Essence Scented Shea Butter an ideal cosmetic ingredient for softening skin.
Renee's Essence Scented Shea Butter is a great moisturizer that reduces skin inflammation. It's also pretty great for gamers.
Renee's Essence Scented Shea Butter with soothing and anti-aging properties that will make your skin feel smoother and younger.
Used topically, Renee's Essence Scented Shea Butter is known to be a skin superfood that nourishes skin to promote its clarity and addresses problems such as dryness, blemishes, and dark spots.
Renee's Essence Scented Shea Butter uses all-natural shea butter infused with essential and body oils to give it that amazing smell that we all love.
And that's why I use Renee's Essence Scented Shea Butter.
That's why I use Renee's Essence Scented Shea Butter.
That's why I use Renee's Essence Scented Shea Butter.
If you'd like to order your own jar of Renee's Essence Scented Shea Butter, visit www.reneesessence.com.
And we're back.
We are back, guys.
What's going on? So we got our homegirl, Jene.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, we are fine. We are fine. First of all, welcome to the show. We are so excited that you
welcome back to the show.
Right. We're so glad that you can join us on this evening so we can talk about all these great things that you have going on. So just tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to get right into the meat and potatoes of everything.
So I was in radio for over 10 years, and so I've been on internet radio, AM, FM radio, and I met a lot of people, including you guys. At one time I managed artists, and you guys always let us come in for interviews. So thank you for that. I'm a mother too. I have a lot of hats that I wear. I have a foundation. I'm an author now. That's something totally new, and I'm excited about it. I'm glad all of the things that has happened. Unfortunately, it did happen, but it pushed me to the place that I am right now. A place that I honestly never saw myself, especially as an author and having a foundation and things of that nature. So very glad to be here. Thank you guys so much for always supporting me.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we got a little technical difficulty.
All right. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're here also. So let's talk about your books. I know that you just said, the books that you have. Why did you start writing those books, or what inspired you to write your books that you have?
So in order to go any further to where I am now, from where I come from, I have to start with my niece. So, and you guys open your platform up for me to talk about Mckenzie. So in December 3rd of 2018, my 9-year-old niece committed suicide due to racial bullying in school. And that's when I built the Mckenzie Foundation. What is the Mckenzie Foundation? The Mckenzie Foundation, we go out, we speak. And the reason I call it motivational speaking, because in this era, I have learned that the bully needs just as much help as the victim that they are picking on. So we don't want to beat up the bully, for lack of a better word. We are here to help, heal, and protect the victim, all those involved, and the bully, which I call it the bullying ring. When I go out and speak, that is what I start off with, is the bullying ring, because I have to identify the people that are a part of helping keep people down and depressed, which are those kids that are the victim of bullying, which my niece, Mckenzie Adams, was a victim of bullying. So after her death, that's what happened. I built the Mckenzie Foundation. It was doing very well. I was being called all over the place, to Kalamazoo, Michigan, to Phoenix, Arizona, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and the list goes on and on. But funding was a problem.
Right.
And so that's what pushed me into writing, because I needed more income to fund all of the places that I needed to go. Because I am a CDL instructor for a school system here in Georgia. And so it was good that I was in the school system, because I had a lot of days I could take off. And right. We always out of school. We out of school for everything. If it's snow, we out. Rain, we out. It didn't matter. So I didn't use days. So I had a lot of days that I could use and get paid. But, I still needed that funding to help me go to the places that I needed to go. So that's what started book number 1. Everything begins with Mckenzie. So What Death Do We Part was my first book. And I met my writing coach at an interview that I was there about the Mckenzie Foundation, and she was there to talk about her writing experience, that she was a writing coach. And I was like, oh my God, I need a writing coach. I want to write a book because I need to find an income for the foundation. And so we talked, and from there we ended up with 3 books. So book 1 did very well as far as helping get me to the places that I needed to go. I kept writing, went to book number 2. And then because of the pandemic, that's why book 2 and 3 are so close, because I had time. I had time to do it, So that's how the Mckenzie Foundation started and how I'm here.
So now, okay, let's talk about your book titles. I know that you have What Death Do We Part 1 and 2, yes, and Living Life After Death. Can you tell us what made you
use the word death all over
titles?
I do. You caught that. I like it. All right, because all of my books are post Mckenzie's death, and after losing her, death had an entire different meaning. Death took on a form of its own that I never knew existed until it was in my heart. So What Death Do We Part is about a marriage. 1 and 2 is about marriages. And in your vows, you say, until death do us part. You can Google that. It comes up everywhere. But nothing comes up with what death do we part. So if that's the case, until death do us part in the vows, you say, then why is there so many people divorced? Because you really didn't stay until the physical death did you part. So what death do you part? 1 and 2. So what is it going to take, or what did it take to push you guys to that separation point? So what death? What death? How many things are you going to take and continue to go through and be, you know, whatever that causes you to go into depression or whatever? What death? What one thing is going to cause that last straw and you call it quits? So that's what the title means for those two.
Gotcha. Okay, that's actually pretty dope. How you brought that around. I mean, that's definitely dope. Okay, so obviously they're what's the word I'm looking for? They're narrative type stories. So they're you know, based on some of that. So give us a little example, like some of the story, you know, line that's going on with this. I'm intrigued now.
So in book number 1, okay. So it is about a marriage. And normally the girl is whining, oh, he's cheating on me, child. In this book, she cheats too. So we take it all the way there. Both spouses are cheating, but they love each other. They trying to make it work. They go to counseling. It works for 2 or 3 months, and then life goes back to normal, and then they go back and do their own thing. Then family members are putting their 3 and 7 cents in, and they're listening, and it's making things bad. One family member was getting paid to send the other. Okay, so let's say in this book, the sister of the husband was being paid by the family of the wife to tell them information to try to keep mess going in their relationship and in their family. So it just get real dirty down in there. Get real dirty.
But you know what? That sounds like a movie, though. That sounds like a movie. So.
It's out.
So let's talk about your other title, Life After Death.
All right.
So living life after death, it goes into the science fiction world. It starts off talking about, if anybody has experienced the death of a loved one, you know people are messy. They want to tell all your business before you and your family get your information out. So the author just goes straight ham, telling you to shut up, stay out of people's business, let them tell it in their time, and let what that family want out about that deceased loved one, let them do that. You're not Channel 2 Action News. You don't get paid to do that. Just chill out. The author goes into a lot of details about just how it feels, like the losing of a loved one, watching the loved one in the hearse in front of the family car being led to the last location you would ever see them at, you know, as the casket is being lowered into the ground, and how you have to leave your loved one there. You can't take them back home. You'll never see them again, and all you now have is memories. I told you death took on a whole new form after the death of my niece, because I never looked or thought of it in that manner, because it never hit that close to home. I mean, when my grandfather passed, and I was a child. I didn't understand it. But as an adult, and it was a child that has lost her life, it was like, what? You know, it was all the way different. And a lot of people ask about my healing, because in book number 3, I tell people they got to go and get therapy. I talk about the 5 stages of grief in book number 3. I even have a grief counselor that's at the back of the book that you can go and get that help. And if she's not what you're looking for, she'll send you to somebody else that she networks with. So book number 3 gets real down and dirty, but I didn't give you the scientific part. So it goes to the paranormal world, you know what I'm saying? They start talking about ghosts, and then the ghosts start taking your soul, and then your soul start doing things that you thought about doing, but you really wasn't gonna do in real life, but the ghost made you do it, baby. Give it to you now.
It girl, look, you need to go ahead and turn them into some scripts because those sound really
exactly.
good.
Yeah, you better do it real quick too because it definitely sounds.
I know I have to.
Yeah, you.
So, how many pages are your books?
They're all under 80 pages.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So why you make them so short?
Read, but I give you the juice. I give you self-help. I give you resources, and I give you something to laugh at. But it's also something to think about. Because in the first 2 books, the lessons in those is like, if you had 30 days that after y'all split up, after that, what death do we part? And you found out that they was going to pass 30 days after you guys were divorced or separated, would that petty thing really matter anymore? Does it really matter?
Yeah.
Get over it if you only had 30 days left with your spouse.
I'm just saying though, but 30 days for cheating is not petty. I mean, that's just bad.
I know, but
I mean, if you ain't petty because you cheated, you just be messed up because you cheated. But
so okay. How long did it take you to write those books?
So, because I had a writing coach and I had so much I needed to say, and then the pandemic hit, I was able to get 3 books out in 8 months.
Well, wow. Damn. Okay, sure. I know people can't get a story out in 3 years.
I had a lot to say. She helped me direct everything. And it worked, and I was so thankful. And then when the pandemic hit, book 2 and 3 are really close. They're like 2 months apart, but I had time. And I used my time wisely because I know that this is a legacy I'm going to leave for my kids, that they can always make an income. I have 3 books right now that you can make 3 different separate, incomes from 3 different places that I've done that won't ever go away. It's here to stay. So.
Oh yeah, that residual income is no joke.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So now that I see that you got a newfound love for for this part of the entertainment now. Like I said, when we first met you were managing artists, so you was doing that. So is that still part of the lifestyle, or what's up with that?
Myself. So it was great that I did manage other people because it showed me what to do for me.
Okay.
I've been able to focus on me and like reaching out to you guys, getting my own interviews, setting up the things that I used to do for other people. I do it for myself. Okay. And I'm grateful and I'm appreciative of what I do for me.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm not mistaken, you also have a podcast as well, though, right? You guys, you and your husband do a podcast too, right?
I ain't got no husband, but
I thought he was your husband. My bad. Oops. No. Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. If y'all not married, but maybe y'all might want to think about it.
No, absolutely. So, I am a 1-person show in public. I do have a lot of support behind me that help fund. You see, I have billboards everywhere. I have a new website. So there are people that are in my court that have been helping me continue to push me where I'm trying to go. No, where I am going to go, because I'm also a live candidate. I've been a live candidate since February, but people just now realizing that after I dropped my billboard. But because of Mckenzie is the reason for it all. Because of her, I'm running for school board member in my county so that I can get the stuff that I talk about with the Mckenzie Foundation actually put into real life paper. Like, It's not just, I'm blowing smoke, I'm just talking this. No. I have a plan and I have it written down and I'm ready to put it into action, but I need a title to get there. So I've never taken an angry Black woman or family motive. I took my education, which I got 3 college degrees.
Okay.
And I got my facts, put myself in situations where I was around people that knew how to make policies and procedures, and I have it right here with me. And when I go into office, I'm ready.
Okay.
I know that's right.
All right. So,
you better do it, girl.
So when are the elections over? I mean,
my election is 2 years away, but I need all of that time because I need to do my books, which I want to be self-funded, because I have found out that when elected officials are funded by corporations, they have that overhead, like they are indebted to that corporation because of the money, and I want to make my own. So I want to fund my own. I'm funding it right now. There are private people that give me funding to help keep my billboards up, help me keep going in my books, help me get my my yard signs, my car magnets. Yeah, I have private funders, and that's why I want to keep it with the people that's going to vote for me, that they know that I'm here for their voice to speak to the people on all of our behalf. It's not just for my kids, it's for our kids.
That's awesome. That's amazing. So now, speaking of funding, tell us how it is being the best-selling author. Tell us about that.
Yes.
Come on now.
Oh my God, that was like, I've been saying, I dropped book 1 January 1st, book 2 June 1st, and book 3 on my birthday, August 30th. So I've been saying since January, I want to be a best-selling author. I want to be a best-selling author because I know title isn't everything, but title is something. That's right. If I have that title, it can't be taken away from me. Like I have 3 college degrees, you can't take that. Got a high school diploma, you can't take that. I'm a CDL instructor for the state of Georgia, you can't take that. I have a CDL license, you can't take that. I want things that you can't take. Once I have it, it belongs to me. My name is on it. So I wanted to have that title added to all of my other titles, but that one was the most important because of where I was going in the political world. That is important because they're like, okay, I can go back and check her out. And that's one thing that I've really been doing is building my foundation. A lot of people may not know me now, but when you go look for me, you're going to find just what you're looking for. Because Google me, boo. Google. Okay? And you're going to like it. What you see?
I love it. I love your energy. I love your energy. That's awesome. So now I know that you're being a best-selling author, and kudos and congratulations to you on that. That is amazing, especially with you dropping 3 books in 8 months.
Right.
That right there in itself is amazing. So will you continue to write after this?
I will. I actually have my last book because my goal, this was my goal. I wanted to do 4 books in 1 year, and I would drop my last book probably 2-3 days before Christmas.
Bam.
Okay.
All
right. That's awesome.
Do you have a title you can tell us now? With the word
we like up the death part too, because see, we got to see how this ends, babe.
Okay.
Okay. I love it. I mean, your imagination and your storytelling sounds amazing. Right. And I just like the energy that you're portraying, just talking about it. You can tell that this is like what you love. This is a passion for you.
And I'm sure Mckenzie up there looking down on you.
Oh yeah. She sends me signs all the time. I'm so thankful. Okay. I'm so thankful. It makes me teary sometimes because she wasn't here presently, but her spirit is still here, lives within me, with my kids, with my parents, my sister, which I love them all. And I just, a lot of people do ask, I know this off the subject, why don't my mom and my sister speak? Well, they're not ready yet.
Right.
22 years, they're not ready yet. But if you think my story is something powerful, wait till you hear theirs. Oh, the Mckenzie Foundation wasn't built for me. It was built for them. I just run it until they're ready. Right. I know my place. Because once they're ready, that's when I can move on to my political party, because now I've built a foundation that I've left for my family to inherit and to mold and to tell their story to the people that needs to know what happened and why we got to continue this fight for bullying and against bullying, and even advocate for those that are the bully, because they have even more problems at home. When doing this speaking over the past 2 years, a child came to me and said, you know why I bully people? I said, no, tell me why. They told me because my mom died and I was 11 and I was mad at the world. But after seeing, because when I do my presentation, I have a 20-slide presentation, and I put the casket, Mckenzie's casket, up on the screen, and I let them see. And I think some of my clips on Facebook I released a few days ago shows that, because I want them to see that your action can lead to death, not yours, but someone else's. And if you don't control how you handle and talk to other people, especially when they tell you to leave them alone, they can kill themselves because of you.
Right.
And I make it very clear to these kids. And they was like, oh, that's harsh. No, it's not harsh. It's not harsh when they're tormenting and terrorizing somebody else. So let me give you truth. Let me give you what happened to my baby, my niece. Let me show you where it can end someone else. And that's when most of the bullies come and talk to me. And I love it because I need them so that I can set them up with their counselor and get in touch with their parents so we can bridge this gap of this hurt, because that's all it is hurt. People are hurting and we have to get the healing to them. And that's what the Mckenzie Foundation does.
So speaking of your mom and your sister, how did your family feel about you writing, your writing and the books and different things like that?
They love it. They were very shocked. They was like, well, how do you come up with that? I was like, I don't know. It happened. She was talking about books and I was like, oh, I want to write a book. And she said, okay. And I said, okay. And then here we go. Bam.
Okay. Well, you know what? You're very animated today.
I love it.
All the time.
I love it. That's amazing. That is amazing.
So I mean, I know you said you got to do 4 this year. So what's the goal for next year book plan schedule? I mean, I know you're not going to stop with the writing, which you shouldn't. From what you're telling us, you have a great imagination for storytelling.
Yeah.
So as a producer myself, that is intriguing. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't really hear a lot of females. They're out there, but you don't hear a lot of females out there who come with ideas and storylines like this, who I personally think are great ideas for movies and stuff like that. So what is your next goal? What is the goal for 2021 on your book tour? I mean, well, not tour, but your book writing seminar or sessions, or however you want to call it, like whatever is going on with this whole book thing.
I'm going to either turn these books into movies or series, and I'll stop writing for about a year, maybe 2, because I do want to do some old school things. Y'all remember back in the day. Now, I don't really remember, and y'all really shouldn't remember either. When on movies, I've seen on movies where back in the day that people listen to the stories before they were actually on TV. So that's why I want to do like the first part of 2021 is have my books, but not the audible that everybody else do. I want it to be a real show. I want to, like I'm acting now, I want my actors to give that on the audio. So it'll make you want to go see the movie. Like, hold on, what is that? So I want to build that up, and then at the end of the year, like do this big film thing. I don't know if I want to do movies.
I love that idea.
And I think that's creative, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. As you know, everything is always nostalgia and it always come back. So I mean, you might be onto something right there doing it. So I think you should do it. I'm quite sure you have no problem finding actors to come in and record voices. So that is amazing. Plus you have a music background, so all you're doing is still finding audio. So hey, you already know where to go with that. So that's kudos to you.
I'm thankful for all the places I've been to get me here, so that those connections that I still have, I can, hey, can you let me do something real quick. It's gonna be weird, but just hear me out. And they're like, oh Lord, here come you tonight, crazy, but but that's what I want to do, because I want it to be different. I'm different. I just like different stuff, new stuff, things that hadn't been done in a long time. Reinvent some stuff and just go with it. Why not? It's 2021. Let's go with it. Go with it.
That's right. I love it. So, okay. With everything that you have going on and everything that you've been through and how you've turned your lemons into lemonade, you know what I'm saying? And how your baby girl, your niece, what happened to her kind of inspired you to inspire others. Are there any encouraging words that you would like to leave for our audience tonight?
Absolutely. So, guys, number one, if you are grieving a loved one, because my grief, I turned it into a foundation. I turned it into 3 books. I'm going to continue to turn it into more things that can get to the people that are hurting. Get counseling. Get that therapy that you need. It's okay. It really, really is okay. And after you do that, go for your dream. It's never too late to do it. Just do it. I never thought I would ever be an author. that wasn't even a thought in my mind. I was doing radio and I was living a life like, okay, yeah, people and just, hosting and just having a great time. And then tragedy struck and I had to regroup and I had to be strong for my family. And I just had to go. I didn't have time to think about it. I didn't have time to make a plan. I just had to act. I had to act on what I had, which was hurt and pain and why my baby niece, why her, why my family, why this, why right now, why 9, like all the whys that people go through. And I just had to do it. I had to do it. And I had to pray as I went through it because there was so many people that was coming to jump on the wave of bullying because Mckenzie was a fresh death face. Like, don't do that. You about to make me straight shoot somebody. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And so in order for Mckenzie to get the justice that she needed, her auntie had to step up and be that person. I had to be the lawyer. I had to be the attorney. I had to be the preacher. I had to be the security guard for my family. I had to be that. And through that, my healing came as I talked and saw the faces of the kids that was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to her. But with them being sorry, they also see how words really do hurt. It's no longer the sticks and stone may break your bones. Words will never hurt you. Wrong. Sticks and stones will break your bones, but words can kill you. So don't come with that because it's no longer that in 2020. I know for a fact I lost my 9-year-old niece to bullying, to picking, to tormenting every day for 2 months, and it led to her death. And that's why I'm here. If you guys have dreams, go get it. Don't stop. Just because somebody else doing it doesn't mean you can't do it, but make sure it's your dream, not you looking at somebody else trying to copy them. Be original. Be you. That's all I can do. That's all I can be is me.
No, I mean, that was the great words of wisdom right there. Definitely. I mean, coming from a best-selling author, I mean, we couldn't expect nothing less.
That's right. That's right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Can you tell people how they can find you?
Yeah, find your books. And, where can find your book stuff at?
Yes, so you can go to my webpage. Author Jene, it's spelled just like that. It's AUTHOREJENE.com. I got it. .com. Y'all not we say. But it's AuthorEjene.com. All 3 of my books are right under my picture with me holding my books in a leopard dress. Yeah. And you can click on it and it'll take you right to my books. The ebooks are 99 cents. The paperbacks are $14.99. And everything that you help, any books you purchase, it helps with the Mckenzie Foundation. I'm getting brochures together. In fact, I have an event this Saturday. It will be live. It will be on Facebook. I am having a virtual bullying event because bullying is still happening in a virtual world. Even though we shut down in March, bullying and suicide attempts went up, and I started talking and being on the phone and FaceTiming with families and kids on a regular basis, like almost every day. When we shut down. So I never stopped working. Mckenzie Foundation never shut down. We didn't have, because the kids not in school is no bullying. Is wrong. The kids were finding new ways to bully kids. And I was addressing it with the parents, with the school, with the administration, with IT, because every school system I've worked at, I kept some friends around and I needed those IT guys because we needed to know how to go inside the system and cut things off so those kids couldn't go in and be bullying each other. So there was so much still going on, and the Mckenzie Foundation was in the center of all of that. Not that I was looking for that, but that's what found me. And I went to where I was needed, and that's what I did. So
yeah. Awesome. Well, we thank you so much. I love everything that you have going on. We wish you blessings abundantly on top of everything that you have going on. Blessings to your family. I know that, everybody is healing in their own way. You know what I'm saying? So blessings to them. We send great energy and healing energies to them as well. And I don't know. Anything else you want to say before we go ahead and let you go on about
congratulations to you guys. Like, you moved from Atlanta to Vegas and then you did like 4 or 5 movies. Like, I'm like so ready for that. The trailer then dropped today. I said, okay.
Well, we definitely appreciate you checking this out and doing that. I mean, we came here with a purpose, so and we just following that purpose and that dream. That's all it is. We have not left our Atlanta ties because that's what family. That's family, and that's where we met at. That's our our home base right there. So we don't forget that. But we be watching. We be watching. So we know.
I know I'll be watching. I've always watched because I love y'all relationship. I love your energy. I love what you do. I love that you respect each other the way that you do, and it's just amazing. So.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
It's easy. Once I say jump, she asks how high. So
that is not true.
That's just how it goes. When I say jump, she asks how high. I mean, that's just, what can I say? But hey, Jene, we appreciate you. Thank you for being a great sport. And like I said, Renee said, I'm just echoing. We wish you much success and be on the lookout for those books at authorejene.com.
I can't wait to hear the audibles. I cannot wait to hear that. That is going to be so mind blowing. So you make sure you do it now. I'm accountable to that.
Yep. We want a copy for sure. We definitely check them out.
In your inbox. I'm gonna send you the link to it.
Okay.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right.
All right, girl. We talk to you later. Have a good one.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you too.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, that was our homegirl Jene out in Atlanta. Yes. She's doing big things. Like I said, if you guys want to check out her book, her webpage is authorejene.com. So make sure you guys go check out. She got 3 books with the word death in it. But normally we'll say death, man, it's just just speaking of bad omens. But the way that she broke it down makes the word not as bad as you think it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, implore you guys to go out there and support. And then, I'm saying, sow into her seed because she's doing something great for the foundation. She lost her niece. So it's not like you're just sowing into somebody who just wrote a book. No, you're sowing into a foundation, organization that's helping others to achieve a certain level of consciousness, for lack of a better word. So anyway, guys, you have anything you want to say after that bit?
Well, basically just piggybacking off of what you said, you guys seen her energy, you guys seen, what she brings to the table. You guys seen all of the great things that she's doing. She's about to run for office for the school board in her district, that's coming up soon. So y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout for her with that. For those of you that are in her area, make sure you get out and vote the next 2 years because y'all know that vote is very important just as much as the presidential election. Okay. Exactly. So I just wish her the best. I wish her success. Thank you for all of you that were watching and chiming in. We love the comments. We post them up. So you guys keep sharing. You make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel.
That's right.
And
that's right. The link right here.
Yeah. Share this video, guys. All right. So we're not going to hold you too much longer. We thank you so much. We love you all. And we're going to end this video like we do all of our videos in
1, 2, 3, and peace.
Hi, I'm Emmy-nominated Melvin Jackson Jr., actor and producer. You're watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Nitra. I'm an extras casting director and a DDP yoga instructor. And I'm watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee Peoples. And you should too.